are delighted to be joined by some special guests here in the studio. We have the back-to-back state champion Folsom Lake College women's soccer team in the building here. And let me introduce them to you guys representing the Falcons. We're going to start off over here. We have Andrea Hernandez. And right next to Andrea, we have Kylie Diome. You can wave, Kylie. And right next to her, we have Taya Reyes. What's up, Taya? All right, now we're going to go to this side. We have Hope Martin Northrup. 2 thumbs up. And right next to her, one of the coaches, Mr. Pat Powers. Yeah. There you go, Pat. All right, good. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. It's exciting to have you guys here, and thanks for spending your Sunday evening with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Well, I think you guys earned the right to be here. Not only did you guys raise the first state championship in the history of Folsom Lake College for a sports team, but you guys did it 2 years in a row. Take me through that state championship game and just the overall ability to finish and get to this point.
Yeah, well, it was a rematch of last year's final against Cypress College. So that brought some excitement in and of itself. See if we can run it back one more time. And these girls have been working hard all year to have an outstanding season and try to make a run and see if we could actually get a back-to-back title.
I feel like it was easier the second time just because our first, no one's been there, and I know the coaches will say the same, they didn't know, what it was to be there or to win a championship title. So I'm like, in their perspective, I'm like, okay, well, if they don't know what it is, we don't know what it is. We don't know how to get there. We don't know what it's going to be like. So I felt like it was kind of a big pressure on us, oh my God, we're actually going to make this, we're going to make it happen. So I was like, oh, I don't know, just all the excitement from it is wow, we're the first ones to do it. This is crazy.
Well, honestly, I think that the biggest thing was the team, and I felt like we wouldn't have gotten here without all of the team and the hard work that we put in throughout the entire season. It's not just one person on the field, it's the whole team. So I felt like the coaches and the staff have really been preparing us for this moment all season. And we took all of the momentum we took last year and brought it for this season, so I thought it was good.
Now, obviously you have to have a tremendous amount of talent to be able to win back-to-back championships, but you also have to have a bond amongst players, right? What can you tell me about the bond that this team shares and how that also helped you guys repeat?
There's absolutely no words for the bond. This is probably the most bonded I've ever been with any one of my teams. There was no drama. There's a lot of soccer girls teams, especially women's, every week there's something. Every week there's a new thing that you have to overcome, and it's just you can't focus on the soccer part. But with us, there was nothing. Every single week we would go out, practice, work our butt off. We would just work our butt off, and then we would spend the night at each other's houses. We would host just little get-togethers.
Yeah. Well, Kylie, I know too. It's good to not have drama, but I've also been told from a coaching standpoint, right? Match day can't be your hardest day, right? So tell me what training was like with this group. I imagine training, with how talented this group is, trainings were almost, I imagine, more intense and more competitive sometimes than the actual games themselves.
Yeah, definitely competitive. One of our mottos is just staying gritty, and I think that helped us get so far in the season because at practice we held each other accountable, and we pushed each other. But it was in a way that was always encouraging. During our warm-ups, we would be giving high fives and be chanting and cheering throughout the entire practice. And actually, a few weeks ago, I remember just telling the team, I was homeschooled for a little bit, and I was super nervous just coming to, college and back in person. And being able to go on campus and seeing not just teammates, but my family at school was just the best thing that I could have asked for, going back to school. So like you're asking, the bond of this team is family.
Well, like they say, the team that bonds together wins state championships together.
Oh yeah, you know it.
They say that.
I don't know if they said that. I'll say that. Now, I understand that this team has 2 slogans that you guys use. One is culture of success. The other one is culture of gratitude. Can any of you guys elaborate or share how you guys have implemented those slogans just into your overall culture of a team?
Yeah, so culture of gratitude is something we really took to heart last season. As I said, we were underdogs last year in the state championship. And so we really just highlighted the gratitude of being together, being able to show our hard work on the field, being able to work together, being able, as coaches, again, we feel like they are our family as well. We spend so much time together. And so we just really want to highlight being thankful for the opportunity to compete against great talent together one more day. And the more we highlighted that, the less stress that we had going into the game, because it wasn't about the result, it was about the opportunity to be together again.
Unfortunately, head coach Donnie cannot be here today. He's a little under the weather, but he did ask if I can say something on his behalf that he told me, and he wanted me to share these thoughts to you guys. He says, quote, "This is a significant accomplishment for our college athletic department and soccer program. We are so proud of all the student athletes, coaches, and support staff here at Folsom Lake College. The strength of our team is the team." I think he also said he wants to thank the family, friends, and support staff. So he did send me that message earlier this morning just to make sure that I shared it on behalf of him. Last thing for me, back-to-back state championships. Any chance you think we can three-peat next year? Do you feel the pressure to three-peat next year?
Obviously, 3 times state champs has never happened, but neither has 2 times in NorCal. So it's still a possibility. And if the new girl's coming in, if you're like going to Folsom, just trust the system, and I guarantee even if you don't win it, you will be in the final.
That was a great pitch right there. Future,
Where do I sign?
exactly.
Live eligibility?
I'm about to have exhausted mine, but that is good to know. Well, guys, this has been really good. I really appreciate you guys coming on the show. Really happy for what you guys have accomplished at Folsom Lake the last couple of years, and to you and the coaching staff, great job as well.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work, and it was truly a pleasure having you guys on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thanks.
having us.
Absolutely.